Welcome to Thinking Out Loud. Do you recognize this young lady to my left? She's from, remember one of our first podcasts,
Yes.
Sunshine Thrift Store, Raylene Lemery.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh, I am doing just fine.
What can you catch everyone up on your life since the thrift store?
Uh,
Yes. Tell us what you've been doing.
Oh,
Thank you,
It's okay.
Jamie.
We can listen. Yeah,
I I took a break and it was hard at first. Um, Health issues again, but now I'm doing fine. And somebody just heckled me and hounded me, and here I am at the cover store doing what I love the best. So I probably can say I can hit 40 years of doing thrift stuff.
That's awesome.
congratulations. So
That
is this the pest you're talking about?
Yeah, it is, Jamie. I've known her since she was a little girl, and I don't even know why I come down here. And then I see her on the park, and then she smeared my picture all over Facebook. And of course, I don't have Facebook, so I didn't see it. And people were saying, "Oh, I see you on Facebook." And I said, "Come on." And oh, yeah, and Jamie. And so when you see her coming near you, and she's got her phone, you want to turn the other way because she's going to take a picture and she's going to put it on Facebook.
I think only if you're like part of the witness protection program, or you're trying to like be a hermit. If you want to be social media famous, then you should run towards me and be like, "Oh, Wild, let's get a picture. So, hi, I'm Wild. No, that's not my government name, as Raylene keeps calling me Jamie. But I do think I'm probably better known for being Wild. So we can. I don't actually care what you call me. It's more important what tone you use when you're talking to me.
There.
Yeah.
So, Wild, tell us where we are and
Okay.
what this whole business is about. And I want to know how you got the name Wild.
Okay. So, we are here in the cover building at 158 South Main Street in downtown White River Junction. This is home of Catamount Brewery and the first microbrewery in all of Vermont. So I think we have some like clout in putting that out there. It's a historic building. I believe it's historic. And we are in it's Cover Home Repair Incorporated, I think. And COVER stands for Corps of Volunteers Affecting Repair and Reuse. And we are a nonprofit, but I like to say that we're a social profit because society profits from COVER being here. In my mind, there are three kind of like pockets of COVER. There's the COVER store and the bookstore, which is the retail operations that kind of generate, I think, roughly 40% of the home repair budget for the whole agency or organization. And so there's the cover bookstore, we have cover to cover books, and then there's the cover store, and everything that we receive is a donation, and all the money that we make goes into the home repair program. So that's one leg of it. And then we have the home repair, which is why we do all the stuff we do. So people can stay warm, safe, and independent in their homes. And the home repair program, they put on roofs, they do insulated skirting, they do, right now in Thetford, they're doing a whole house repair, including like mold remediation. They're doing a lot of increased weatherization stuff. And these are places that are in pretty bad shape. So like, if it wasn't for the home repair team, kind of like the next step would be like the house not being livable, and that just adds to the homelessness kind of problem that we are already seeing. So I think there's a real importance in putting efforts into maintaining structures that people are already living in, right? Like in our work, I think the statistic is something like $5,000 from the home repair kind of going into a home can put off or add to the longevity of the home for like 10 to 15 years or something like that. It's really kind of great, right? Monumental how little kind of goes into it, but then like how much good comes from it. And so where the store receives a lot of donations of building materials, a lot of that can go right into the home repair jobs directly, and then it's like super convenient and low budget. And then the other leg is the volunteers, right? We could not do what we do without the volunteers, and I think that's probably why they are the center, the V in cover, because they are really the core of, right? Like without Raylene, this store right now would be an absolute nightmare. And without the volunteers that we have that work in cover to cover books just couldn't exist, right? It wouldn't be an entity because we couldn't fund having it be staffed like in a full-time way to allow the doors to be open. So without like this sort of high energy, get it done, like love for thrifting, for keeping things out of the landfill, right? For giving back to the community. And Raylene has given us a little bit of like celebrity clout, right? Folks come in and they know, they're like, oh yeah,
there's a lot of people that are coming because they found out I was here.
Yeah, once they saw that she was here volunteering, they like now they know that she's in, and so they so it's not terrible to be social media famous, right? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you're spreading the word, doing the good.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
What were you saying, Jake?
We were talking earlier. I think you're about 10 years older than me. And I said, I've known you since I was a wee little boy. And you said, you've known you since you were a wee little girl.
So are you just 15? Because I'm just 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of you are lying.
Well, we like to stretch the truth.
Yeah, just a little.
So, how do you become a volunteer?
Ooh, cover. Well,
just walk through the door.
Multiple avenues. I think yes. Sometimes it's a slippery slope into do-gooderness, and you become a volunteer by not necessarily meaning to. But if you were seeking it out with intention, then you could go to our website, which is coverhomerepair.org, and click on the volunteer opportunities, and you can sign up right there. You can do it all electronically. You'll see the entire like schedule of what the volunteer projects are. I know this weekend they're doing a roof in Lebanon, and then they're doing another, I think, project close as well. And so every weekend, usually there's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday thing that's happening. Sometimes it's different jobs, and we have 2 full-time repair crews, so they can go out and do multiple projects at once, which is of course good. Amazing. There's no lack of need, right? Yeah. And so to become a volunteer, coverhomerepair.org, and you can sign up right there. You can come to the store itself and see us, and we have a volunteer coordinator who is full-time, and her name is Kala, and she's just been magical. It's been great, and she can get you set up also. We have so volunteer opportunities you can do like Raylene is doing, and you can come join us in the cover store itself. And there we're getting a wide variety of donations. They range from like, what do you want to say? What do they range from?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ranges. It's the depth is it's wide. We don't generally sell a lot of clothes, but we still do find that there is clothing items. We had some size 20 sneakers come in. Like, have you seen a size 20 sneaker? It was massive. We should have got a picture of you with the sneaker. That'd been great, but missed opportunities. But we nails and screws, so all sorts of hardware, housewares, teacups, teapots.
You even do stoves and appliances.
Yeah, appliances, washers, dryers, doors, interior and exterior, windows, a lot of building materials, insulation. Then movies, DVDs. We have a little Blockbuster section where you can get CDs, and DVDs at real low prices, and records. A lot of great LPs move through here, which is really impressive to me. And then like the oddities, right? There's the stairway to nowhere downstairs. That's great if you're building a tiny house and putting in a loft, and it's got that two-way storage. We just had an inversion table the other day. That was great. We've had a recumbent bike, brand new exercise bike, in the box sitting in front of the cash register since before Raylene started to come visit us, for $25. And we don't generally sell exercise equipment because, well, this exact thing, it doesn't really move super quick.
Yeah.
This lady came in the other day and said, my husband has been wanting one of these forever. He had a regular stationary bike, but he needs the recumbent because he'd hurt his back. And so it was phenomenal. She got it for she bought it for him. It was like such a perfect, brand new. Actually, we should bring Nancy in. Nancy is one of the founding members of Cover. She's one of the reasons that it exists. Nancy, you don't have to talk, but if you just want to wave on your way by, yeah, this is Thinking Out Loud podcast. This is Nancy Bloomfield, and Cover wouldn't be Cover without her. So she was involved deeply in the beginning, starting the whole process, and then now recently she's come back to us, and she's doing a smashing job of getting us organized, writing grants for us. Yeah, amazing things are happening, and we have a really powerful team right now. I think that's able to get some great stuff done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Raylene, what do you think about being back here, and how often are you back here?
I'm here Monday and Tuesday, and it's good being around people. And a lot of people, it seemed like every day somebody was saying, oh, because of Jamie's pictures, we wondered where you were. And so one lady has been back every Monday since she found out I was here, just to say hi. And I think she bought some knitting needles yesterday. And it's good to be around people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. You couldn't get too far away from it.
No.
I think Cover's mission is to foster hope and build community. And I think what we find in the store space is that it is like it's a retail thrifting operation, but it's also so much more. There's a real organic thing that happens down there where relationships just build and people feel. I mean, people are lingering in there for 3-4 hours some days, just walking around, looking at all the stuff, like chatting. And the slippery slope into do-gooderness it's funny, but it's so true, because I think folks kind of start coming and they like the feel, right? They like the vibe. We don't care how long you stay. It's nobody's pressuring you to get out, right? Like,
what's your hours?
We are here Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. We take donations from 11 to 4. And the donation acceptances can be really challenging just because we don't always have a lot of folks to be able to move heavy furniture or unload trucks. And Raylene can tell you what takes 8 hours to kind of organize and clear out takes 8 minutes to just bury under boxes and boxes of stuff that's coming in.
I know, I feel bad. Like right after my grandfather passed away, we hammered you with a truckload.
And that's how it goes, right? It's that ebb and flow of stuff. And as the world kind of just breathes, we breathe with it. And when I first started here, we're coming up on my 4th year of employment, my 4th year anniversary of employment here at Cover. Well, thank you. There's no real way to predict, right? I was asked to make some predictions about when would be the busy times, or when we could do this or we could do that. And it said you can't predict, because you would think oh, the weather's real crummy, it's going to be a real slow day. Well, the instant that you say that, the universe is pinch ya. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Not today. It just is we're gonna, and then you'll have 3 hours where it's like nonstop. There's a line. Every time I make eye contact with somebody, I'm like, oh no, yeah, join the queue. And oh, are you here and you there? And it gets intense. But then you'll have, yeah, that 3 hours will pass, and then it'll be like crickets for 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden there'll be another truckload. And on the one hand, you have the real sadnesses, right? Like of losing your grandfather and then having to figure out what to do with all of those worldly possessions that he'd spent so long accumulating, right? And there's such an attachment to stuff. And it can be so hard. And I think one of the wonderful things about donating to Cover is the knowing that what we're doing with the funds is going back into the community, right? And to keeping people in their homes. And we do have a voucher program. We call it a coupon that cover funds. And it's given out to agencies, all of the kind of human resource agencies like the Haven and even the Listen has.
How about Capstone?
Capstone does have them, yes. There's a lovely lady that works up there. We really like her. Yeah, you know her? You like her too? You don't know her? No, you don't know that. Okay. So she's great, and yes, she does have the coupons, and so folks can come and get a variety of items, right, to help offset the cost of a stove. And we do try to keep everything really reasonable and affordable. Like I think regularly our used appliances are kind of in the like 125-ish range, right? And so that's not terrible for a used electric stove. In contrast to like when you look things up and you want to go to Home Depot, it's a pricey world out there.
Is there any regulations like because we have to worry about safety and stuff now, but like, is there any regulation for you to accept a stove
So
or a refrigerator?
we pretty much will take just like whatever with the conversation with the donor, right? So we do have some other acronyms. Do you like acronyms?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have STOW, which it needs to be free of stow, and that is stains, smells, tears, obvious wear, right? And so if like a mattress comes in and it's got a stain or a smell or a tear or some obvious wear, that's a hard no, right? We don't want that. And then the other one is cuff. And so it should be complete, unbroken, fully functioning. Yeah. And I think it's funny that they didn't want to go fully functioning, unbroken, complete, because that'd be a totally different acronym. Yeah, it would.
Fully.
You work it out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So complete, unbroken, fully functioning. Okay. Yeah. And so we hope that when folks are donating stuff to us, that they're doing it because they want to help us help others, right? Not because they want to give us their chunk. And so we don't have a way to test a lot of things. We can't test a washing machine. We're just not set up for that. We can't test a gas stove. We do have a return policy on powered stuff that is you can bring it back and get your money back in 7 days. And so we try to be like as reasonable and workable, right? Like not a lot of returns on some stuff. So there are some rules. You can't bring back the coffee table because you didn't measure it right and it doesn't fit where you want it to go, or spousal disagreement. There's an upcharge if you need me to spouse negotiations for you. Yeah, always inquire before you buy. Is honey, is this going to be okay? Like we support good communication downstairs because no, we don't want to do returns, right? We want you to take it and love it and don't bring it back. We just want to keep moving it.
Do you have any questions, Amy?
I've asked all the questions.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, slacker?
That's true. What counties do you help?
Oh, great question. So, the home repair has I think they call it a 45-minute radius. And so from here, they go out about 45 minutes. the store itself will do pickups within like a half hour or less, just because it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to drive out half an hour to pick stuff up, and then it's a half hour back to get it here, right? If we can get things that are closer to the store, and there's a huge demand for doing pickups right now. But the home repair will go out about 45 minutes. So I'm not exactly sure what those boundaries actually count as, but that's my understanding.
That's a pretty big range, though.
It's kind of a wide berth. And again, right, I think that travel time in rural Vermont, it's hard to get places within a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
are you, when you go out and assess what needs to be done at somebody's house, who assesses that, and what does that
So
involve?
we have a home repair coordinator, and then we have a home repair director. And I don't know if you know John Heath or
Yeah.
Mary Alice Leonard
Yeah.
Heath. So
They were my neighbors growing up.
So John is our home repair director,
All
and
right.
he is the one. He and Kathy McCarty Green go out, and she's the home repair coordinator. And they look at the spot and do all that sort of like, here's what our scope of coverage is, that sort of thing. And to apply for any of those sorts of supports, again, the website is great, coverhomerepair.org, or you can come in and get a paper application. The home repair team is generally their week is a Tuesday through Saturday, but the home repair office, I believe, is open more like Monday through Friday, and you can always give them a call as well. With any specific questions, I am often quoted saying that I'm in the selling business, not the my specialty is not repair. I can't build anything, no. But they do an amazing job.
And do you know if there's wait lists?
For the home repair, I don't currently know if they have a wait list for the home repair stuff as well. You can come through. This is Helen. She's our executive director, so she's the head of the
She's
ship.
been shopping.
I've been shopping.
Yeah, she did. She got down there. Raylene was giving her
instructions on what to do.
it was a little tutorial, which is always nice, right? To have.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a wealth of knowledge and experience comes from having Raylene in the building, which is wonderful. And I do think that, we've gotten a little bit of clout because she's coming here. So, yeah, folks they think it's not
You think
terrible.
so?
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
Yeah.
She is a popular gem.
I do think so. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you're a big deal. I don't know if you know. You're a big
Yeah.
deal. Oh yeah, you're a big deal.
She's South Royalton.
I'm not there anymore.
I know, but everyone knows you from there.
That's true. And the other day, somebody asked me something about the history of South Royalton. And I said, I can't remember. And said, well, isn't there somebody you can ask? And I can't think of anybody in South Royalton that has lived there long enough that they would know about Freck's store.
Oh, you have to you have to ask the historical society, right? And then so Freck's was on the corner, across from where the Five Old was for a while, right? It was in that building, and then there was something else that was.
It was the post office where Sherry is, and then there was something else, and then Franny moved there, and then.
Well, I remember
the Duck
too.
Did you frequent the Duck, Raylene?
What?
Did you frequent the Duck?
No, I never went to see the three-legged duck.
No. Okay.
No. I don't think I ever went in there.
No, I wasn't old enough to go in there.
I think that was before my time.
Yeah, that was before your time.
You're around my aunt's age, right?
Kate? Yes. Yeah, we graduated the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more questions, Jay?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well, if you need something to do, what we've got coming up is first Friday in October is a haunted walk through the cover store. So if you have come through the cover store unscathed before, which a lot of folks have been like, oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. And there's more stuff now than there's ever been because we've added so much more shelving and retail space. But October 3rd from 5 to 7, it'll be the first Friday in White River Junction, and we'll be having a haunted walkthrough of the cover store. Yeah.
That did bring up another question.
Okay.
Do you ever have a cap on your donations?
A cap on the donations, like we stop taking stuff. Oh, that is my absolute like worst ever. I hate to say no. Like we have gotten into some positions where the parking lot has been just bursting with stuff because there's no feasible way to get it in the building, and we're stacking couches 3 high. It's a lot, right? Like but I try never to say, at least publicly, that we're going to put a pause on donations because there is this weird thing that happens in the world. It doesn't have the immediate effect you want it to. So it doesn't like nip the donations right then for the next 3 days. The next 3 days don't actually change in terms of donations. It's in 2 months when people are like, oh, I thought you guys weren't taking donations anymore. And it's like, man, why is nothing coming in? So I never publicly release that we're not taking. We occasionally are unable to take like specific items that we would, generally take. We can only house so many toilets, right?
Yeah.
And again, we want to make sure that they're, free of stains, smells, tears, obvious wear, right? Yeah. So it is really can be challenging to say no to some folks, right? Like if we're limited on the toilet space and the toilet they bring in isn't nicer than any toilet that we have,
Right.
And it has fecal matter in it already.
Right.
Like it's hard to sell a used toilet.
Yeah.
It is nearly impossible to sell a used toilet that has had evidence of use, right? Like
Yeah.
not happening.
That sounds
So-
like a pretty shitty
It's an extra
situation.
shitty situation. Yeah. And then you got to tell the folks, and they're like, well, what do you mean you don't want my toilet? You could clean it. I'm like, well, if you really wanted to give it to me that bad, you could have cleaned it yourself. But no, I'm sorry, I can't take this. Thank you so much. We did get a donation snuck its way in once. It was a carpet on the first 4 feet of it that we looked at. It was brand new. Looked fantastic. Well, apparently that was the section of carpet that was under the couch, because on the other last couple of feet there was a poop in there. That was we unrolled it outside. I was like, what is that?
Dog.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, it was great. It was great. So most of the time though, right, we don't deal with that a lot. With not our preference, right? Because at the end of the day, if cover has to cover the cost of going to the dump, then we really are taking away from the overall point of doing this, which is to funnel money into the home repair program. So we try to avoid we try to be more selective, I guess, about what it is that we are accepting. We always want to do it in a way that is kind, because word of mouth is exceptionally important. And telling people, nobody wants to hear no, right? And so trying to say no in a nice way can sometimes I like for everybody to leave feeling good, right? Feeling like they would want to come back. And the environment downstairs, I think, is it's fairly welcoming. People want to participate. Yeah.
I think so too.
Other stuff? What do you think?
So
if you've got nothing to do, October 3rd, you're going to be here at the haunted walk.
Haunted house.
Yeah.
At cover.
5 to 7. That'll be great.
5 to 7.
158 South Main Street in downtown White River Junction. That's where we're hiding.
I'll try to have that in the description. Can you write that down?
Yeah, we can. Yep, we'll send you a message. And then Raylene's here Monday and Tuesday. Willing to sign autographs for a fee.
No,
There's a small
for a fee.
There's a small fee if you want a picture of Raylene with yourself and an autograph. Yeah,
You're funny.
I'm all about making that money.
She is a
okay.
celebrity.
So all the
Yeah.
money goes back to cover.
Yes,
I mean,
it
sure.
does.
Yeah,
It
we
does.
can. Yeah,
It
we can-
does.
Yep,
It
that'll be
does.
great. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Micro celebrity. I did run into somebody out in the wild, and they were like, "Oh, you're my favorite micro celebrity." I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." Yes, small town scandals and whatnot.
Well, I have to say that I very much enjoy your little commercials.
Thank you.
Me too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I get a big kick out of the wardrobe changes.
I like to tell people when they come in the store if they're not following us. So if you're not following Covered Home Repair and Store on Facebook and Instagram, you definitely should. And when folks come downstairs, I like to tell them it's not my only outfit. I have a lot of other outfits, and that's all hiding in the basement. So if anybody dares brave the basement, that's where my my
Your
hoard of
wardrobe
costume, my costume annex. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
We haven't produced a video in a while because we've had some staff like shortages and just time situation. So we need to get back to it. Do you have any recommendations?
With
Like what kind of commercial we could do?
I
No, not on the spot.
no.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think of anything, you can send a
I
message.
think you have to include your other micro celebrities.
Yes.
So we need to get the filming crew to come on Monday, Tuesday. So currently it's more of a Thursday gig. And so we'll just have to get them in and work it around.
Work it around.
Raylene.
The two of these celebrities together.
Yeah. Do you have a particular role that you want to play? All right, these are not on the spot, guys.
No.
We are not doing improv theater right now.
No, I'm saying my shelf that I left.
Oh, it's calling to you?
It's calling me.
Okay, yeah. Raylene has been out of the store long enough. She's getting the anxiety about who's moving her chair.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Wild
Thank you.
and
Thank you, Wild.
Raylene.
You're
for
welcome.
joining us today, and we had a great time. So I hope you guys can watch us at Thinking Out Loud, and it's on Facebook and on YouTube. So we'll send you the link for those, and you can watch yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because I don't have Facebook.
Yes.
It's all right. Maybe we can email it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put on cable.
Thank you. Join us again.